Love 99 tournament goes into the consolation play, and that features the Trojans playing against the Williams Valley Vikings. We'll have the lineups coming up here now, and the start of the ball game in just a second. The Vikings are here. They were defeated yesterday by Halifax, and the Trojans got here to the consolation game by virtue of being defeated last evening by the Tri-Valley Vikings. Yeah, did I say? Well, anyway, Halifax beat Williams Valley, and Tri-Valley beat Upper Dauphin. So that's how we got here. And the Vikings are being introduced. It's Williams along with Brown and Pearson so far. And then number 32 is Smith. And the final fellow being introduced is number 42, Schaefer. So the Trojans will be introduced here in a second, and we'll get the ball game underway. John Laskowski, the point guard for UDA, will be the first one introduced. And next will be Eric Troop, a Troopster coming back this year after a year off from basketball. Scott Bechtel will be the center out there for UD. A lot weighing on the big Scott. And the next one introduced is going to be Sean Rao, and the center today is going to be Troutman. So Bechtel won't be the center, it'll be Troutman. Not starting this afternoon is Dave Carl. Dave will be coming off the bench for Coach Foster, I'm sure, and he will be joined by a bunch of other Trojans out there, we hope, as we can see if the Trojans can nip these Vikings, but try to get a hold of the Viking names as well as we can as we go along, and we'll have the tip-off in just a moment. Schaefer will tip it off out here with Bechtel, and Bechtel has the ball back here for UD. Inside it goes. Shot by Rao, wouldn't go. Rebound put up by Troutman, wouldn't go, and back with it comes these Vikings. Brown had it over there now for Schaefer. Schaefer tied up out there, gets it back outside here. Now, quick pass underneath for Pearson. He puts a shot up in and good. So Pearson gets the first 2 points of the ball game. It's 2-0 Williams Valley. Here comes Bechtel back with it. Scott looking to go to the hoop for two, but he is fouled. Foul will be on Pearson, and Bechtel will go to the line shooting two. Scott shooting two. First one, no good, off the front of the rim. Scott's second shot is good, and he gets 1 out of 2, and it's a 2-1 ball game now. Williams Valley up by 1. This is Pearson with it. Now comes over there to that 23. He puts a shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Scott Bechtel. And back come the Trojans, just as Laskowski with it. Dumps it on the baseline, but it's going to go out of the fingertips of Eric Troop and out of bounds, and Williams Valley will bring it back. Here's Pearson, dumping it on the baseline over here, and going out of bounds with it is Brown, as he was tangled up over there and lost the ball out of bounds. Called it a walk, actually. And UD will inbound the ball. Troop to inbound it. Knocked out of there, and Brown chases it down, but it's going to be inbounded again by UD. Eric Troop will try to get it in again here for Laskowski. He drops it back here, but nearly picked up, and now is picked up by Smith. Smith tries to dump it off on a nice pass, and he hit number 21 Williams with it over there, and it's a 4-1 ball game. Here's Troutman for two. It's good. Steve nails a two-bagger. 4-3. Williams Valley by 1. Ball stolen away in there, and back with it comes Troutman. Troutman to the hoop for two. It's good as Steve rolls it up and in very nicely for UDA. UDA 5. The Williams Valley Vikings now 4. There's a Schaefer with a pass on the baseline over there, and getting tangled up with it is Smith. And he gets it back outside here for Schaefer. Schaefer looks to go inside deep with it. Ball tipped around in there by Bechtel, and back with it comes Eric Troop for UD. Troop will hold it up for Laskowski out in front. Junn's got it. Laskowski out there, Smith on him. John takes it into the paint. Ball snaps loose. Still loose, but Laskowski picking it up again here now as Schaefer was all over him. John bounces it inside here for Troutman, whose pass is intercepted. And back with it comes Schaefer for the Vikings. He'll stop and pop a 12-footer up. No good. Rebound here to Pearson. His shot is partially blocked away. Rolls loose. Picked up outside here by Williams. His shot wouldn't go, and Bechtel comes down with yet another rebound for the Trojans. Here's Troutman for 2 from the side. It's got 3 from the side for Steve Troutman, and timeout called by Coach Williams of the Vikings. It's 8-4, Upper Dauphin by 4. Okay, Vikings coming back with it now following their timeout. This is Williams crossing the timeline with Troop on him. Dumps it over here for Schaefer. Schaefer dumps it back over in the near wing. This is Brown. Now Schaefer has it. Schaefer over there for Brown, I believe it is. Dumping it inside. Ball rolls loose. Picked up by Brown. He puts a shot up, and a foul will be called. And Williams will go to the line shooting 2. Williams shooting 2. First shot. No good. At 5:09 left here as Williams puts his second shot up and in. Good. 8-5 UD by 3. Here's a quick pass down here now for Eric Troop. Dumping it out here for Troutman. Troutman's shot no good. Off to the right it goes. And back into the ball game now is that Dave Carl. Here's Laskowski with a pass over here for Troop. Eric spinning it around, stopping and popping a 12-footer up, but there is a foul called. Foul will be on Schaefer, I believe. And Troop will go to the line shooting 2. Was on Smith. First shot by Eric Troop, no good. There's Eric's second attempt, and that one's no good either. And back with it comes Pearson for the Vikings. He rebounded it. Gave it back over there for Williams. Williams into the corner. It goes off Smith's hands, out of bounds. It'll be UD ball. Still 8-5, Trojans by 3. Eric Troop will try to inbound it against the man-to-man pressure put on by the Vikings, but coming away with Laskowski. Nice dump over there for Scott Bechtel. Scott's fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. Always on Williams is first. Bechtel's first shot, no good. Second shot by Bechtel is no good either, but there's a rebound by Steve Troutman, wouldn't go, and a foul will be called. A foul will be on Steve Troutman, and Steve picks up his first, the team's second, and we have 4:35 left here in the first period. Still an 8-5 UD 3-point lead. There's Williams working it down onto the wing there for Brown. Brown looking to take it inside. Gets it back here for Schaefer. Now a dump on the baseline here, and a shot put up there by Williams is good. So it's 8-7. Laskowski coming back with it. Dumping it there for Bechtel on the baseline. Puts a shot up, no good. Steve Troutman for 2. It wouldn't go. Steve is fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2. Steve's first shot is good. Pearson picked up his second personal foul, team's 4th. Steve Troutman's second shot, no good. Rebound tapped over there and controlled by Brown. Back here for Pearson. He'll have his pass tapped away, but gathered in over there by Williams. Puts it over in the wing, puts a shot up from over there. Is good by Smith. And we're all tied at 9. 9-9, and the Vikings crawled back from a 8-4 deficit. Have tied it at 9. Here's Bechtel with it, bouncing it over here for Carl. Carl for 2, it's good. Dave Carl with a good bounce pass from Scott Bechtel. Back comes Williams. Across the court here now for Pearson. This is Williams over for Schaefer. Schaefer starts it in, walked with it, and UD will get the ball back with 3.5 minutes remaining. As Andy Monner comes into the ball game, he'll replace Eric Troop for Upper Dauphin. Andy's going to inbound the ball for UDA. Bounds it in here for Laskowski. John breaking it back now. Dumps it on the baseline here for Troutman for 2. A little long. No good. Rebound comes down to Williams. He'll carry it back for his Vikings. Near wing over here for Schaefer. Now Smith has it. Smith taking it inside. Stopping. Popping an 8-footer. No good. Rebound in there. Going to be controlled by Schaefer on the baseline. did a good job regaining control. That puts the shot up, blocked away nicely by Steve Troutman, and then Steve has it now. Good job inside there by UD, cutting that shot off, and this is Laskowski with it. John, the point guard, gives it over there for Bechtel. He'll pop it back outside for Andy Motter. Now reach and foul is going to be called on Smith. Team's 5th non-shooting, and Pearson checks out of the ball game. As coming in for the Vikings will be number 22, Lucas. Laskowski out in front, bouncing it here for Steve Troutman. Steve underneath for Andy Motter. Now Carl has it. Andy back on the left wing. Back out in front. Ball stolen away there by Smith. Quick outlet pass over there, and a walk called, and hold everything. A walk will be the call. As getting tangled up with it that time was that John Lucas, and he went for the walk. And here comes Laskowski back with it. Back over here for Bechtel. Bechtel lifts one up, but it won't go in. And the rebound comes down to Lucas, and he is fouled. Scott Bechtel will pick up the foul, and for Scott, I don't think it'll be his first. Actually, Scott Bechtel picked up his second personal foul. Here's a shot from the side by Lucas that wouldn't go. Rebound inside, shot taken by Schaefer is good. And we're tied at 11. 11-11. 2:03 left here in the first period. Quick pass ahead here for Carl. Carl takes it right to the hoop, puts a shot up, wouldn't go down. Rebound comes down to Williams, and they're going to call a holding foul or a push-off on Dave Carl. And Dave will pick up his first. Williams starting it back up the court here. They fired ahead here now for this 20. He'll push it inside there. Where was the walk there? No call. As it looked like Brown went for the walk, but UD has the ball back anyway, and Laskowski coming back with it. Here comes John, dumping it on the baseline, and wait a second. Number 10 in white with a push. That's going to be on John Laskowski. So John pushing off that time as he drove the baseline and picked up the personal foul, his first. Here comes Brown with it. Back outside, looking for three is Williams, but a foul called underneath as Williams' shot missed and the rebound came down and there was a foul called. We have a push on Blue for picked up his first personal. Long pass down here for Dave Carl. Dave will take it to the hoop, puts the shot up, no good. Williams with a rebound for the Vikings, and back he comes. Near wing over here now for that Lucas. He pushes it on the baseline. Shot taken over there by Williams, wouldn't go down. Rebound tapped around in there, goes out of bounds off Carl, and so remain Viking ball. Lucas inbounds it back here for Brown. Now Schaefer has it. Dropping it over there for, whoops, wait a minute, off his foot, and out of bounds it goes. Off the foot of Lucas, and out of bounds. Here's Eric Troop with it. 52 seconds left in the first period. Over in the corner goes for Laskowski. Laskowski punches one up, no good. Rebound comes down there, and it's going to be tapped out of there as it was intended over here for Culp. But went off a Trojan, and Schaefer will inbound the ball. Vera into the ball game for the Vikings to replace Schaefer. Culp with it here now for the Vikings. And to the side he goes now. They dump it inside of Rivera. Rivera's got it. He'll push it back for his teammate, but no, wait, Rivera lost the handle on it. They dump it ahead here quickly now for Troop. He'll push it over there for Laskowski, dumping it on the baseline over here, and a shot taken by Rao is good. Sean Rao with a good bucket for UD. 13-11 UD by 2 with 17 seconds remaining. Here comes Williams working it in. Puts a shot up, it won't go, but there's a foul called. And Williams will go to the line, perhaps shooting two. I think he will. Williams' first shot is good. It's a 13-12 ball game, and David will try another one. And he has tied up the ball game now, 13-all with 13 seconds left. Here's Laskowski coming back with it for the Trojans. Dropping it on the baseline for Bechtel, and Bechtel's shot wouldn't go down, and back with it comes Williams. Here's a long shot that probably wouldn't have counted, but it's 13-13 at the end of one, so if you joined us late, you haven't missed anything. So we're tied. Okay, second period set to get underway. Rivera will inbound it here for Culp. Smith is out there for the Vikings, along with another young fella. This is Culp working it outside here for Smith. Smith on the baseline tries to dump it underneath there for that English, but the ball knocked out of there by UD, and English will inbound the ball for the Vikings. For Williams, back outside for Culp. Culp takes it inside, dropping it back here now for Williams. Williams dumping it inside for that English, and English puts a shot up and in. Good. Well, English gets two and makes it a 15-13 ball game now. The Vikings by 2. Here's Eric Troop dropping it back outside here for Laskowski. Now inside they go for Bechtel. Bechtel has the ball stripped away from him. Culp coming back with it for the Vikings. A quick pass across the court over there for Smith. He saves it back inside here. Williams tries to push it inside for English. He puts a shot up, no good. Rebound back here for Rao. Rao will dump it ahead there for Eric Troop. Troop puts a shot up and in. Good. Boy, I'll tell you what. Eric just had time and space to get that one away. Back with it comes Rivera for the Williams Valley. He dumps it off over there for English. English is fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2. Travitz and Dave Carl come in to replace Rao and Steve Troutman for UDA. English's first shot is no good. And here's English's second shot. That's no good either. And the ball comes down to Rivera. He hands it right there to number 44, Carl. And Carl puts it in and gives the Vikings another lead, 17-15. Williams Valley. Here's the inbound pass knocked out of there by Culp. And Eric Troop will inbound the ball again for UD. Over here for Laskowski. Picks it up. Pushes it back over here for E.T. Boy, they triple team him, but he gets the ball loose over here for Bechtel. He puts a shot off the glass. Good. Scott Bechtel with a good bucket. And we're still tied at 17. Here's a ball stolen away by John Laskowski, working back on Culp. John puts the shot up. It's good. The bucket counts. And John will go to the line shooting one fantastic bucket that time by that John Laskowski. And Culp picked up the foul. John will be at the line to get 3. All right. Good shot. Good shot. 19-17. Laskowski can give us an even 20. Here's his shot. That's short. Rebound comes down there to that Smith guy, and then a foul will be called on Laskowski for reaching in. Smith at the line shooting a 1-on-1. Laskowski picked up his second personal foul. Smith misses his first shot. Back comes Laskowski with it. John over here now for Carl for 2. It's good. Dave Carl gets 2. Makes it a 21-17. The lead goes back and forth here now, and UD with it now. Smith works it down the left wing side. Pushes it out in front off Culp's hands, and wait a second. They're going to call a foul on Dave Carl as he reached in to Culp, they say. And Dave will pick up his second. And Culp will go to the line shooting 1-and-1. Here's his first shot. Good. Culp's second shot. His good also. 21-19, 2-point ball game. Laskowski coming back with it for UDA. Over here now for Bechtel. Bechtel works it toward the hoop, puts the shot up. It just wouldn't fall down inside there, and Rivera took it off for the Vikings back here for this Culp guy. And a ball, or not Culp, but Carl. Ball rolls loose over here off the Vikings. It'll be UD ball. 5:44 remaining in the half. Troop here for Laskowski with Culp on him. Laskowski ripping it down this way. Dumps it right there on the baseline for Travitz. And Todd is fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2. Travitz shooting 2. First shot, good. Let's see if Todd can get a second one in there. And that's good, too. So he makes 2 out of 2. 2 nice foul shots for Todd Travis. He'll check out of the ball game as Steve Troutman back in there for UDA. Yet another new Viking into the ball game. As Rivera has it on the wing over there for Smith. Smith tries to go inside with it, puts it on the baseline. The ball rolls loose in there, picked up by Laskowski. Quick outlet over here for Eric Troop. Troop for 2, wouldn't go. Rebound tipped up there, that won't go. And on the ball comes down and goes off the foot of Sean Rao and out of bounds. English inbounds it here. Quick pass over there for Smith. Smith into the paint. Drops it over in the baseline for Rivera. Rivera looking for 2. No good. Rebound comes down to Rivera, who picks it up, puts a shot up. He's fouled. Dave Carl will pick up the personal foul. Rivera will be going the line shooting 2. Rivera shooting a pair. First shot, no good. Dave Carl picked up his 3rd personal foul with 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. As Rivera puts the second one in. And back with it comes Laskowski. Jund looking to go all the way with it. He's fouled. Foul will be on English, I believe. We'll find out in a minute here. And John Laskowski, I know, is going to go to the line shooting 2. English picking up his 2nd. First shot by Laskowski's good. John's 2nd shot. In and out it spins, no good. Rebound comes down to Rivera. He'll drop it back over there for number 10, whose name is not in the program. Here's Rivera. Into the corner it goes. Carl for 3, no good. Rebound tap back over here, controlled by Troutman. Out there for Eric Troop. Troop on the right baseline, carries it back outside now. They'll drop it out here for Laskowski. Laskowski working it around out in front. Dumping it inside here for Bechtel for 2. It's good. Scott Bechtel with a little 6-footer from out in front. Scott has 2. Here comes Smith working it down the left wing side for the Vikings. The ball is allowed to roll loose. Laskowski coming back unopposed. Puts a shot up, wouldn't go. Return shot by Eric Troop, won't go. Trojans blew it. Carl comes down with a rebound and a foul called on John Laskowski. And John will pick up a dumb foul that time. John should have never done that. A little frustration showing there. 26-20 UDA by 6. And to the foul line will go number 44, Carl, of the Vikings. And 44, Carl, to the line, shooting. His first shot's good. John Laskowski picked up his 3rd personal with 4:10 remaining here in the first half. So that was a bad foul for John. And he has departed the ball game as second shot put up there, good. So he made 2 out of 2. And it's a 26-22 ball game. Williams checking back in for the Vikings. And Troop will inbound. Troop over here for Bechtel. And now Troop's got it back again. Here comes E.T. Quick loop up here for Troutman. Troutman for Bechtel. Over in the right wing, and the foul called. A blocking foul will be called on Schaefer. Bechtel to the line, shooting a 1-and-1 as Schaefer picked up his 2nd. First shot by Scott is good. 27-22, UDA by 5. Scott can bring that margin back up to 6 again. We can put this one in. And he did. No, he didn't. Nope, came off to the side. Smith with it. Out there for that Williams. Now on the baseline, a shot put up, no good. Rebound comes down to Rao. Sean brings it back out here for Eric Troop. The Troopster working it down the right side, stopping and popping. It's good. E.T. for 2. Good job there, Eric Troop. And let's see. There's a quick pass over here for Williams as he tries to take it inside. They're going to call a foul on Steve Troutman. They say Steve grabbed him. Williams will go to the line shooting a 1-and-1. Here's Williams' first shot, and no good. Rebound comes down here for Bechtel. Scotty will drop it back here now for Andy Motter. Andy Motter in the ball game for UD. Spinning around out in front, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Eric Troop as he tried to set a pick for Andy, and Eric was called with moving on that, and he picks up the foul. And yet another shooter going to the line for Williams Valley. There's 10 at the line, shooting a 1-and-1. His first shot, no good. Rebound comes down there to Rao. Back with it comes Eric Troop. Near wing over here for Bechtel. Bechtel dumping on the baseline for Rao for 2, but his shot way over everything, and back with it comes that 10 guy for the Williams Valley Vikings. And back here now for Brown. Brown taking it in, puts the shot up and in, good. He's fouled. The foul will be on Steve Troutman, and Brown will go to the line, shooting 1 to get 3. It's 29-24 with exactly 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Brown shooting 1 to get 3. His first shot and only shot's good. So he got 3 points out of that effort, and it's a 4-point margin for UDA now, 29-25. Eric Troop working Brown out there, and now 10 comes back in there. Motter dumps it over here now for Todd Travitz, who is back in there. Todd lost the handle on it, ball rolling loose in there. Let's see who's going to get it. It's going to be Bechtel, I think, picking it up. Now he's grabbed and held on to, but they call it a jump. And it's going to stay UDA ball. Ball really got loose out there that time. And Troop will inbound the ball. Right here's Bechtel with it. Bechtel puts a shot up, and it's in good. Scott Bechtel for 2 more. Quick pass down here for Brown. Brown looking for 2, puts a shot up. Bechtel will get the body block. And for Scott, it'll be about his 3rd maybe. And that's going to send Brown to the line again here, shooting this time 2. Scott Bechtel picked up his 3rd personal with 2.5 minutes remaining here in the second period. Not bode well for Scott. He leaves the ball game. Steve Troutman back in. Steve's already playing with 3 on him. And we have another young fellow here for the Trojans getting ready to come into the ball game. Second shot by Brown is no good. It's 31-26. Back with it comes Rao. Schoen tries to dump it over here for Steve Troutman, but that rolls out of Steve's grasp and out of bounds. Steve couldn't grab that one. It's a couple of new faces into the ball game now. There's 25 in there for Williams Valley. Wasn't in before, but here's Troop with a near steal. Then he almost stole it back. 25 still has it, dumps it into the corner. Now it's stolen away by the Trojans for sure. Andy Motter coming back with it, but we have a foul called. The foul will be on a fellow who is laying prone here, and that's Williams. He'll pick up the personal foul. And Andy Motter, I believe, is going to go to the line and shooting a 1-and-1. Andy's shooting a 1-and-1. His first shot, no good. Rebound comes down right there, and let's see who coming back with it is Brown. On the baseline he goes to this new fella. It's in there for 2. It's good. Schaefer, that's another Schaefer, number 25 Schaefer. And let's see, ball still in control over here. Shot from the side for 2, no good. Rebound comes down to Schaefer, and he'll start it back up court. Here comes Schaefer with it, looking to go all the way to the hoop with it. It won't go in. Rebound comes down here, and let's see, controlled by Williams, and he is hammered by Rao. Sean will pick up the foul with 1:37 left. 31-28, UD by 3. And Williams will go to the line shooting 2. Dave Williams' first shot, no good. Okay, second shot by Williams is good. And time called momentarily as Culp checks back into the ball game to replace Williams. Troop will inbound it here for Andy Motter. Andy breaking it up through the middle. Passes it over in the wing over there for that number 20 guy. He puts the shot up, it won't go. Rebound comes down, and let's see, a foul will be called on number 20 of the Trojan. I'm going to find his name right now. Dave Domley was a young fella that I could not think of his name. He played mostly junior varsity, but up here with the big boys today. As number 30, Matt Pearson, puts his first free throw in. 31-30, UDA by 1. 1:27 remaining here in the ball game. Bill Miller in the ball game now for UD2 as Pearson ties up the ball game. 31 off. 2 good foul shots by Matt Pearson, and hold everything. A foul is going to be called on Andy Miller, I believe, or Andy Motter, I mean, and that's going to send Brown to the line, shooting 1-and-1. Jared Brown's first shot is good, and that gives the Vikings the lead back again, as the Vikings have quietly but surely come back and taking the lead from UDA now. It's 32-31. The Vikings, they're the guests on the scoreboard. And Brown's second shot is good. It's a 2-point ball game now. 33-31, Williams Valley. Eric Troop coming back to tie it up for UD. No, he didn't walk. We have a holdout here. Crowd wants a walk, but he's only moving 1 foot. And foul called, and Eric Troop will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Here's Eric. See if he can get this first one in. He did. All right, it's 1-point ball game, 33-32, Williams Valley by 1. And he tee out here looking to see if he can't tie this thing back up again. His second shot is running the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Culp. He'll start it back. On the wing over there it goes. Shot from the side taken by the other Schaefer. Wouldn't go. And Eric Troop coming back here now with a chance for 2. Puts it up and in good. E.T. on a quick break by the Trojans. Gives the Trojans that lead back again by 1 now, 34-33 UDA. Here's Schaefer with it. He puts a shot up. No good. Rebound comes down. Tipped around in there and picked up by by Brown. And his shot is no good. And let's see, what do they call that? A walk, I guess. Yeah, walk. 49 seconds remaining. And Troop will inbound the ball. Over here for Andy Mutter. Andy working it down. Fires it into the corner, but no, wait a minute. They're going to have a charging foul called on Andy as he went into Derek Brown over there. And Andy picks up the charge. It'll be his second. And being an offensive one, they're not shooting. This is the other Schaefer. I have to pick up these guys' names. Into Pearson. Now he goes across the court here for the other Schaefer. Schaefer with a shot from the side. That's good. And that was that Jackie Schaefer. And the other one is Ryan Schaefer. I don't know if they're brothers or relatives or friends. But anyway, back with it comes Andy Motter. The Vikings now up on top by 1, 35-34 as the ball game goes back and forth. Comes Motter, breaking it back out here for Rao. Rao puts a shot up that wouldn't go. And on the rebound, let's see. Travitz controls it inside here for Rao again. His shot won't go. Another shot by Rao won't go. And finally, that's it for the end of the half as it comes to an end with a 1-point. We got a 1-point ball game here at halftime. It's Williams Valley 35, the Upper Dauphin Trojans 34. Tough ball game. Okay, the second half underway here now as the Vikings have control of the basketball. This is Smith with it. He bounces it out in front for Williams. Williams will drop it back here for Smith. Derek winding it inside, dropping it over there for that Williams. Schaefer on the corner. Now Pearson had it back over here. Now Pearson's got it again. Pearson from 15 feet out wouldn't go. Rebound to Schaefer, who controls it nicely in there for the Vikings and puts the shot up and in good. Well, Schaefer that time doing a good job with that long reach. And back with it comes Laskowski for UDA. 37-34. Here's a shot by Steve Troutman is good. Good job, Steve. Here's Pearson with it. Over here for Smith. 37-36. Ball rolls off the hands of Smith and out of bounds. Jim Smith lost it. I might have said Derek Smith before, but anyway, Jim Smith. And this is Eric Troop for Laskowski. Here's Laskowski, and he'll be bumped into by number 23, Brown. And Brown will pick up the blocking foul. And UD will inbound the ball. Brown picks up his second, team's first of the second half, of course. Here comes Laskowski with it. Laskowski dropping it there for Steve Troutman. Steve for 2, it wouldn't go. Rebound underneath, controlled. Wait a minute, and he falls out of bounds with it as he goes for a walk. That was Williams. Williams came down that time a little hard and lost control of himself and the ball out of bounds. So Troop will inbound for Laskowski. John looking for 2 from the side. No good. Rebound comes down there to Smith. And back come the Vikings, leading by 1, 37-36. Over in the corner it goes for Pearson. Now inside, they drop it quickly for Brown. Brown for two. It's good. 39-36, the Vikes by 3. Laskowski breaks it out through the pack and dribbles one over here for Scott Bechtel. Scott looking for two, wouldn't go, too long. Pearson with the rebound, back out here for that Schaefer. Schaefer goes underneath for Brown. Brown with a shot, no good. Rebound comes down there to Troop. Troop coming back with a quick outlet pass up here for Steve Troutman, and it's good. Steve got two. Boy, Eric Troop took a spill right in front of us. Off-camera shot, but Trooperster's okay, but man, he really took a spill. Here's Smith. Smith fires one underneath, and it's going to go out of bounds off UDA. Pearson was under there, and the ball just tipped out of a young fella's hands. Here's Smith. Taking a step, put a shot up, no good. Rebound comes right down there to Williams, and Williams hits one for two. 41-38, still a three-point margin. Here comes Laskowski. John working it down here. We'll drop it back here for Steve Troutman. Steve from 17 feet out, a little bit too long, no good, and a foul call. The foul will be on Brown. Brown will get his third. And here's Carl with it for Laskowski. Laskowski, Troop, Troutman, who has the ball now. Bechtel and Carl in the ball game. Here's a ball thrown past Scotty Bechtel and out of bounds as Scott broke one way and Steve Troutman's pass went the other way. 41-38. Yeah, the Trojans looking at a three-point deficit as Smith works it over in a wing over there. Now they dump it into the corner for Pearson. Now back out for Williams. Now into the corner again for Pearson. He's looking for three from over that way. No good. Rebound comes down here, and I got to call a walk as Carl hit the floor, almost hit the floor. The whistles were blowing for the walk. And what you can do about that? And anyway, the ball inbounded by Pearson. He'll fire it back here for Brown. Over in a wing now. Williams has it. Steps up for two. Wouldn't go. Rebound comes down here to Bechtel. Scott dropping it for Troop. Troop back here for Laskowski. And John working it out here for Bechtel. Scott looking for two from over on this side. No good. Rebound tipped up in the air and controlled over there by that Brown. Brown takes it down. Dumps it right underneath there for Pearson for two. Brown found Pearson open that time, and they open up a 5-point lead now on the Trojans, 43-38. Here comes Laskowski with an 8-foot shot, short. And a push called over here on number 42. That's that other Schaefer, I believe it was. We'll see. And, yeah, Schaefer picked up his third, and John Laskowski will go the line shooting two. John's first of two, and it wouldn't go. And Laskowski, see if John can get his second one in here. It's good. Probably made one out of two. 43-39 makes the margin 4 points. As back with it comes Williams for the Vikings for Smith. Smith has the ball picked out of his pocket. Back comes John Laskowski. He's looking for two, and he's got him. Nice play by that John Laskowski, making the pick and then making the bucket. Here's Pearson on the left or right wing. They dump it inside, stolen away, regained by Schaefer. His shot won't go in, and on the rebound, let's see. A walk's going to be called on Eric Troop, but Troop was bumped out of bounds. He had nowhere to go on that one. It's kind of a bad call, it would appear, but anyway. Here is Williams putting a shot up, no good, and it's going to go out of bounds off the shot, and so it will be UD to inbound the ball. Trojans can come back and tie up the ball game. Here's Laskowski. Over there for Eric Troop. Back here for John Laskowski. John dumps it over here on the wing for Carl. Now back out to Laskowski. Now Troop. Troop winds it around the left side. Now back out here for John Laskowski for two. Wouldn't go. Rebound comes down to Williams. And Williams will clear it down the right wing side for Pearson. Back out in front. Now into the corner it goes. Brown has it. Takes a couple moves inside, but passes it to Schaefer. And Jackie Schaefer nails it for two. 45-41. Here comes Bechtel back with it on the baseline for Steve Troutman. Steve stepped on the out-of-bounds line. It will be Viking ball. Back into the ball game for the Vikings. And Sean Rao back in for UDA. There's Brown with a dump underneath to that Jackie Schaefer. He's fouled as he goes to put the shot up. And Schaefer will go to the line shooting 2. The timeout, I think, is going to be called by Coach Foster. So the Trojans really struggling here in the last 2 ball games now. They've had their moments in this one, but they still trail by 4 with 2:46 left in the third. Jackie Schaefer shooting 2. First shot, no good. Schaefer with one more try, and that's good. 46-41, Williams Valley by 5, 2:43 remaining here in the third quarter. Here comes Laskowski, going to take it down and dump it right underneath here for Carl, but Carl walked with it. I'll tell you, the Trojans just not thinking very well here. Probably needed a dribble there, did Dave Carl, and didn't dribble it, so back comes Paul Culp for the Vikings. Paul's going to line it up for 2. Nope, no good. Rebound comes right down here to Sean Rao. He'll drop it back here for Laskowski. And John coming across the timeline with it. Stopping, giving it to Rao. Rao takes it inside, but gets it back out here. Laskowski for 3. That's short. Rebound on the far side, controlled out of bounds off Eric Troop. It goes, and Williams Valley's Paul Culp coming back with it. Culp coming back with it, dumping it over in the wing. Here's a shot by that Jackie Schaefer is good. 48-41. Now it's a 7-point ball game. Less than 2 minutes to play in the third. Here comes Bechtel. Scott pushes it outside here. Laskowski looking for 3. Wouldn't go. Rebound comes down in air to that Pearson. Ahead quickly for Jackie Schaefer. Behind the back dribble. Shot good. Now Schaefer with his best move of the ball game, that's for sure. And back with it comes Laskowski. John coming back. Dumping it inside here for Rao. Rao's shot wouldn't go down. Rebound tipped around in air, controlled by Brown. Brown coming back with it, looking to go to the hoop with it. Puts his shot up, but he's fouled. And Brown will go to the line, shooting 2. Laskowski picked up his 4th personal with 1:22 left in the third. First shot by Brown, wiggles home. Makes it a 50-41 ball game now, 9-point margin for the Vikings. Make it a 10-point margin, 51-41. Second shot's good, 52-41. Now an 11-point margin for the Vikings with 1:15 remaining here in the third quarter. Here comes Andy Motter trying to work it in. Puts the shot up, and it's blocked out of there, and a foul's going to be called on Brown as he made the big block, but also gave the body to Andy Motter. So Andy's going to go to the line shooting 2. Andy shooting a pair. His first one, good. 52-42. UDA trails by 10 with 1:08 left here in the third. And we'll see if Andy can make it a 9-point ball game. Here's his second shot. It's nice. 2 good shots by Andy Motter. 52-43. Brown has it. He'll take it across the timeline. Works it down inside. Now puts it over in the wing there for Pearson. His shot won't go. Rebound comes right down there to UD, who has Steve Troutman breaking back. Steve puts a shot up and in, good. Good pass that time to Steve, who was back by himself, and he put it home. Here comes Brown coming back, 3-on-3. Shot by Brown, no good. Rebound comes down here to Rao, who tips it over there to Andy Motter. 38 seconds remaining. Motter will pass it here, but it's picked off by Paul Culp. He dishes it on the baseline for Schaefer. Schaefer puts the shot in good, and he'll go to the line shooting 1 to get 3. I don't think Schaefer was too happy about that shot. It seems like he might have been, but anyway. He'll shoot 1 to get 3. Only shot by Jackie Schaefer is no good. Rebound comes down there to Scott Bechtel. Scott will drop it here for Andy Motter with 23 seconds remaining in the period. Ball tipped away, gathered in by Paul Culp. Culp coming back, pushes a pass over there for Pearson. Pearson puts a shot up, no good. Rebound, let's see, going to be on the floor. And hold it. A hold's going to be called on Andy Motter, I believe. We'll see. Yep, Andy Motter going to pick up a hold. Brown at the line, shooting 2. First shot. Good. Second shot by Brown is short. And the rebound comes down here to Williams. Williams' fadeaway jumper wouldn't go. And it's going to be knocked out of there by Brown. It should be UD ball with 5 seconds left here in the third period. Trojans down by 10. Troop to inbound the ball. Here for Bechtel. Bechtel back to Eric Troop. Pushing it ahead quickly for Steve Troutman. Steve puts a shot up that wouldn't go at the buzzer. And so at the end of 3, the Trojans trail by 10, 55-45 Williams Valley. Okay, the fourth and final period getting underway here now this afternoon at Tri-Valley. The Love 99 tournament. Trojans trailing by 10. Here's Laskowski dumping it over in a wing over there. Steve Troutman picks it up. Now inside here they come to Eric Troop. Troop looking for 2. To shot up wouldn't go in. Rebound comes right down there to that shorter Paul Culp. How does Culp get those rebounds? Shortest guy on the floor. He's coming down with rebounds. Back outside here it comes now to Williams. Williams steps inside for 2. It's good. Williams with a good bucket for the Vikings. And back with it comes Scott Bechtel for UDA. Scott looking for 2 from 8 feet out. Good. Nice shot by Scott. 57-47. Williams with it for the Vikings. Head here now for Culp. Culp pushes it ahead for Brown. Brown tries to dump it on the baseline intended for Jackie Schaefer. But nothing doing there. So UD coming back with it. They can trim the lead to 8. Here comes Laskowski back in there with 4 fouls on him. Dumps it over there for Rao. Rao's shot wouldn't go down. And let's see, the ball comes back over here as Brown chases it back. Pushes it over there for Pearson. Pearson for 2. No good. Rebound comes down to Rao. Rao will drop it back here for Troop. And now Laskowski has it. UD needs to get it close here now. Here's John Laskowski. He puts his 12-footer up. Good. Shot by John Laskowski. 57-49. Margin down to 8. Williams ahead here for Pearson. Back now to Williams. Ahead it comes now and grabbed by Brown. Inside here for Schaefer for 2. It's good. Jackie Schaefer with 2 more. And here comes Bechtel back with it for UDA as they trade buckets. Bechtel dropping it back here for Laskowski. John takes it inside. Another 8-foot attempt is good. John Laskowski with 2 in a row. 59-51. Pearson ahead here for Brown. Brown going back. She'll put the drive in and put the bucket in, or put the ball in the bucket. As they exchange buckets now. This is Laskowski. Laskowski dropping it around, dumping it right on inside there, but Rao picks it up and he's fouled. Sean will go to the line shooting 2. As, let's see, somebody picked up the foul, and I think Sean's got to go to the line to shoot a couple. Culp his second. Sean Rao at the line shooting 2 freebies, and the Trojans could sure use a couple of these, but Sean missed the first one. Rao's second attempt is no good. Lane violation called on the Trojans anyway, so it wouldn't have counted if it had gone in. 5 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. 10-point ball game, 61-51. The Trojans trailing the Vikings. Here's Rivera. Inbound pass knocked out of there. It was intended for Williams, but Aaron Shadle into the ball game now for UDA for the first time this afternoon. Again, Rivera will try to inbound the ball. Does so here for Keene. Keene has his pass back here and nearly blocked away, but Williams coming back with it for the Vikings. And over there for Keene. Nice pass inside here. A shot taken from in there. No good. Rebound comes down to Carl. And back with it come the Trojans as Laskowski has it. John dumps it over there for Aaron Shadle. Back outside for Laskowski. And now Steve Troutman has it. Dumping it on the baseline here, and a foul call. There'll be a holding foul called on Williams. Laskowski to inbound it. Oops, bounced it off the head of Williams. Then he gets it back again. Dumps it back over here for Bechtel for 2. It's good. He's fouled. Williams will pick up the foul. And for Williams, it'll be his 4th. Bechtel will go to the line, shooting 1 to get 3. Good job that time by the Trojans. And Scott finishing that playoff. Gets himself 2 and be looking for 3. Williams picked up his 4th personal as Scott goes to the line to shoot 1. And and it is a little bit short. Rebound comes back to Bechtel. He'll turn around, put another one up. That won't go down. Rebound tipped around in there and finally controlled by the Trojans. Picked up in there, and a foul call. The foul will be on 33, Rivera, and that's going to send Aaron Shadle to the line shooting 2. Come on, Aaron. Aaron just come into the ball game. He could be very instrumental here if he can get a couple of these. UDA has to begin their climb back right here, and Aaron Shadle could help the cause here if he can get a couple of these. He's got the first one. 61-54, margin down to 7, and Aaron can trim it to 6. We can put this one in. His second shot is good. It's a 6-point ball game. 2 good foul shots. 61-55. Now UDA trailing by 6. Here comes Keene, pushes it ahead for Brown. Quick pass out of the gymnasium, and the Trojans can come back and get to within 4. Well, that errant pass missed everyone, and back with it comes Laskowski. John Laskowski bringing it back. They're behind the back dribble. The bounce pass on the baseline here for Bechtel. He puts a shot up, no good, and let's see. It's going to be out of bounds off UD, they say. Scott kind of mishandled that one a little bit and came loose inside on him. He couldn't get the shot up. Rivera will inbound the ball for Williams Valley. Here's a long pass picked off over here by Steve Troutman. A very bad pass by the Vikings that time, and here comes Laskowski with it. Boy, if we could have scored that last time, we might be looking at a 2-point margin now. It's still 6. Whoops, here's a pass knocked out of there on a defensive play by that other Schaefer. That's that Ryan Schaefer. And Rivera is going to be replaced by Jackie Schaefer. Laskowski will inbound the ball with 4 minutes, 29 seconds left in the ball game. Back here comes for Aaron Shadle. Shadle tries to force it inside, but the ball comes loose. Picked up over there. And a quick pass out of the court on the near wing over here. Just with a wild pass that time. And let's see, we have a couple of guys coming back in here. Shadle will check out as Eric Troop back in there for UD. 4:20 left. Here's Laskowski coming back with it. John dumping it over in the wing there for Carl. Carl for 2, it's good. Dave Carl with a good bounce pass from John Laskowski. 61-57. Ryan Schaefer working it down the wing. Passes it ahead here now for Brown. Brown dumping it over here for Smith. Smith for 2. Here comes Laskowski. Foul called. Ryan Schaefer will pick up the foul for the Vikings, and John Laskowski will go to the line shooting a 1-and-1. Johnny L at the line shooting a 1-and-1, and here's his first one, and it's good. All right, 63-58. The margin is down to 5. John can make it 4. Put this one in. Good. 63-59. Schaefer ahead here for Smith. Smith working it down, lose the handle on it. Ball's recaptured in there by UD. John Laskowski picks it up, breaking back 2-on-2. Laskowski to the hoop for 2, who wouldn't go. Rebound underneath there to Bechtel. He is hammered by number 35, and Scott will go to the line shooting 2. Foul is on English, his 3rd. And Scott Bechtel goes to the line shooting 2. His first shot, perfect. We're down to a 3-point ball game. Scott can close the gap to 2. It's 63-60. Bechtel at the line shooting his second shot. Did he make it a 2-point game? Nope, a little bit short. Rebound comes down over there to that Brown. Brown racing down the right side with it. Goes to put a shot up, but Eric Troop is there to hack him, and Brown will go to the line shooting 2. His first shot makes it a 4-point ball game now, 64-60, as Eric Troop picked up his 3rd personal. Second shot by Brown is good, and it's a 5-point game now, 65-60 Williams Valley. 3 minutes and a half remaining in the ball game. Troop with it outside. Outside now again for that John Laskowski. And John over there for Eric Troop. Troop takes it around this right side, puts the shot up, no good, but a foul is called. The foul will be on Ryan Schaefer. And Eric Troop will go to the line shooting 2. E.T. at the line shooting 2. Here's his first try. It's in and out, no good. 65-60. We could use one here. Come on, E.T. He's got it. Well, it took a while, but he got it. All right. 65-61. Timeout called by Schaefer. He couldn't find anybody to inbound the ball to, so we got 3:13 remaining, and the Vikings up by 4. Okay, Schaefer will inbound the ball. This is that Ryan Schaefer had it. Now up here for Brown. Brown racing into the bucket, puts a shot, or gives a pass over there to Schaefer. His shot's blocked away, and back with it come the Trojans. They can crawl to within 2. Here's Laskowski looking to make it a 1-point ball game. His return shot wouldn't go. Bechtel underneath, hold everything. Scott is fouled, and he'll go to the line. Shooting 1-and-1. It was before the shot, they say, so Scott will be shooting a 1-and-1. Boy, these are going to be 2 big 1-and-1s for Scott Bechtel and our Trojans. 2:56 remaining. UD trailing by 4. First shot by Scott's good shot. UD trails by 3. 65-62. Bechtel shooting a big second shot. Little short, but plops in. 2-point ball game. 65-63. Inbounds, here it comes to Brown. And Brown dropping it back. Fires it out of the way over here off Ryan Schaefer, intended for the other Schaefer, that Jackie Schaefer. And the Trojans can now come back and tie up the ball game. This is Laskowski. He's pushed from behind, picks up the ball, gets it back over here, and no, wait a minute, we're going to have a foul called, and Laskowski's going to go to the line to shoot 2 to tie up the ball game. Oh, he's shooting a 1-and-1, but if John can make the first one and the second one, we'd be tied. 65-63 with 2:46 left as English and Ryan Schaefer check out of the ball game. Back in here comes Pearson and Williams, I think. Laskowski with a big front end of a 1-and-1, and it's perfect. 65-64. Laskowski has brought the Trojans back to within 1, and he can tie up this ball game if he can hit this one. Here's his second shot. It is good. We're tied. 65 all with 2:46 remaining in the ball game. This is Williams with it. His pass is going to be tapped out of bounds by John Laskowski on a good defensive play. Fine play that time, and Jackie Schaefer will inbound the ball. Schaefer inbounds it over there for that Brown guy, and Brown will bring it back up court. We'll keep an eye on the clock as play progresses here. A tough ball game. Oh, they dump it right there for Jackie Schaefer for 2. Schaefer was right there, and he put it home. 67-65, Williams Valley by 2. 2:20 left here in the game. Here comes Eric Troop. Troop stopping and popping. It's good. E.T. hits it for 2. We're tied at 67. Here's Smith. Carl checking him. Smith picks up the dribble, gets it ahead for Schaefer. Ahead now for Brown. Brown on the wing over here for Pearson. Pearson's shot won't go in. He is fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. The foul will be on Eric Troop. Pearson at the line shooting 2 for the Vikings to untie the ball game if he can with 2:03 left. First shot is good. 68-67. The Vikings by 1. And here's Matt's second shot. And it is good. So Matt Pearson makes 2 out of 2 and gives the Vikings a 2-point margin again. Now 69-67 with 1:55 left. Here's Carl from the side looking for 3. It's good. UD by 1. 70-69 as Dave Carl hits a 3-bagger. Here is Pearson dropping it back here for that Jackie Schaefer. And Jackie will pass it over there for Williams. Over in the end it goes. Now inside for Pearson. His shot blocked out of there nicely by Steve Troutman, who got a good hand on it. Steve with a good block. And the timeout going to be called, I think, by the Vikings as coach over there giving them all kinds of heck. Anyway, it's 70-69 UDA with 1:34 left in the ball game. Viking timeout is over, and Pearson will inbound the ball with 1:34 remaining in the ball game. UDA up by 1. Back here for Brown. Brown working it out in front. Carl on him. Bounces it over here now for that Jackie Schaefer. Jackie Schaefer works it down inside. Spin around shot short. Rebound comes down here and hold it. A jump they're going to call. It's going to be Williams Valley ball. As they said, it was tied up on the rebound. And again, Pearson will inbound the ball. Matt looking for somebody inbounded too. Bounces it over in the wing for Smith. Inside they go with it, and a foul called. Hold everything. Hold it. A foul called. The foul will be on Laskowski. I think John might have just fouled out of the ball game with just 1:14 left. He's walking over there, and that might have been all for John, and it was. So Laskowski fouls out with just 1:14 remaining, and UD with a 1-point margin, 70-69. And the foul is going to send Williams to the foul line, shooting a 1-and-1, and timeout called by Coach Foster. And we'll be right back. Williams Valley timeout is over, and Dave Williams sets himself at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And his first shot is good, ties up the ball game, 70-all, 70-70, with 1:14 left in the game. So anybody's ball game from here on out, man, it's going to be tough. Williams' second shot, no good. Rebound, spun around in air, comes down to Carl. He controls it for UD. Now, how will the Trojans play this? Eric Troop with it over there for Carl. Carl drives it down the left wing, passes it back there for Eric Troop. Troop comes around out in front. Stopping, has the ball grabbed, but spins it back out here now for Andy Motter, who was in the ball game to replace Laskowski at the point guard position. Troop out here with it. He'll pass it there for Carl. Dave out in front, stopping, dropping it there for Eric Troop. Clock down to 40 seconds as the Trojans will wind it around here, look for something inside. Here's a shot from outside by Andy Motter. Wouldn't go, and a foul called, and the foul's going to be on Scott Bechtel with 33 seconds left, and I think Williams may be going to the foul line for the Vikings. 33 seconds remaining as Scott picks up his fourth on the rebound. David Williams again with the 1-and-1 for Williams Valley. Here's his shot. It is good. Puts the Vikings up by 1, 71-70. And Williams will look to increase the margin to 2 if he can. His second shot is good. Well, it's a 2-point ball game now with 33 seconds remaining. The Trojans got to work for a shot and make it this time. Here is Troop. Troop getting all hassled out there by Smith. And now they get it back. Clock down to 20 seconds. And timeout called by Andy Motter of the Upper Dauphin Trojans with just 20 seconds left. It's a 2-point ball game. The Trojans will try to work it in and get that tying shot when we come back from the timeout. Well, the Trojans with the final 20 seconds of regulation play, looking at them here, they need to get the ball in here and get a bucket. Here's Andy Motter. Andy will work it to the top of the foul line, dumps it over there for Troop. Clock down to 12 seconds. Ball rolls loose, picked up by Troop. Troop drives it on the baseline. Here's a bucket by Steve Troutman with just 5 seconds left, and the Vikings immediately call timeout. 5 seconds remaining. We're tied at 72-all. Could be looking at OT, depending on this inbound play by the Vikings. All right. Okay, the Viking timeout is over. And the final 5 seconds of regulation about ready to tick off here as Jackie Schaefer will inbound the ball. Tied at 72. Here comes Brown with it. Brown to the hoop for 2. It's good. And that ended the ball game as the Trojans fall short by just 2. Brown with a big bucket here to end that ball game. The Trojans had to stay back a little bit. Couldn't really foul them, and they left Brown go all the way in for the bucket that ends the ball game. So a tough loss for the Trojans, but one heck of a good victory for these Williams Valley Vikings. A final score, the Vikings 74, the Trojans 72. Brown with a big bucket with time running out. So that did it. The Trojans have dropped 2 here in the tournament, and they'll get back to league play on Tuesday night at home, I believe it is, or at Newport. Well, at any rate, Trojans dropped 2, which is unusual for them, as they have dominated most of these Christmas tournaments over the years, but Brown with a really, really big bucket at the end of the game. So we'll catch you later. The boys and the girls not making out very well in the Love 99 tournament this year, as they have both dropped both ball games. Well, the consolation winners, Williams Valley, and UD regroups. See you later.